Thank you for joining me here at Empowered Wellness with Sheetal. I'm so happy that you are sharing in this guided meditation with me. And the theme for today's meditation comes from a recent article I read in Mindful magazine. It was written by my friend Anne Alexander, who is editor. And she wrote a very honest, candid piece about all the things that we may be feeling right now during these very challenging and even troubling times. And I'd like to read two excerpts from that article for you before we begin. The article is called "This is Why We Practice Mindfulness Meditation." This is why we practice. So, in the midst of a swirling snow globe of despair, anger, confusion, rage, fury, depression, we can see those thoughts and the stories we attach, and we can feel the constant pulling weight. And perhaps a tiny bit, we can also see hope, love, and possibility. My mind is tired. I suspect all of our minds are tired. This is why we practice. We have a long way to go, and our snow globes are deeply shaken, and no doubt many shakes lie ahead. But this is why we practice. So you can check out the full article if you like. I'm including the link below. And these two particular excerpts that I just read to you spoke to me because, first of all, they reminded me that we are not alone in experiencing these feelings, that there are many of us sharing this, even though we may feel like we're in our own snow globe world with all sorts of chaos all around us. We can feel confined and alone sometimes, um, but we're all sharing in a similar experience. And the second thing it reminded me is that in addition to the resilience, we also need rest because we can get tired. And we might already, as Anne suggested, be feeling tired. I had shared a meditation in the spring when the pandemic first began on resilience. And in fact, a couple of weeks ago, I did a meditation about filling our pranic tanks so that we are energizing ourselves and adding to our inner fuel, our inner battery, so that we are able to maintain resilience when we need it most. But today, I'd like to focus on that other aspect, that aspect of rest. So, in today's meditation, I invite you to go inward and to allow yourself to find ease, to allow yourself to connect to that deep well of peace which is inside of each of us. And even though it may not seem like it's there, even though all we can really feel right now is that whirlwind of emotion, if we take the time to do our practice and if we commit to our practice, we will indeed find that rest, that peace that's inside, and that what we need so much of right now and always. So let's get settled and let's see if we can connect to that place deep within that's of rest. Let's begin by getting settled in our seats. If you're in a chair, uncross the legs and allow the bottoms of the feet to be flat. If you're sitting on the floor, allow yourself to be supported however you may need to. If you need to bring supports under the knees and thighs, or perhaps sit up higher on a blanket or a cushion, or maybe even sit up against the wall, feel free to do whatever you need and get yourself comfortable in your seat. And once you find that comfortable seat, wherever it is, I invite you to close your eyes. Bringing our awareness inward, away from the visual distractions of our surroundings, I invite you to take that awareness inward to your physical body. And just notice any areas of your physical body that feel tired, that feel engaged, that feel restricted. And I invite you to take 1 or 2 deep breaths, guiding the breath into any of those areas, each of those areas in your body. And each time you breathe out, invite that part of your body to relax and to rest. Invite your legs to rest into the floor, into the ground, or perhaps into the chair. Invite your hips to rest into the seat where you're sitting. And feel the weight of your body settling downward, the weight of that lower body settling downward. Invite your arms, your shoulders, your hands to rest. Your hands resting into your thighs or perhaps on armrests. Your shoulders resting down against the back of your ribs. Your shoulders resting down, releasing the weight that may feel like it exists on your shoulders. Your shoulders resting down, releasing the weight of the world that we often carry on our shoulders. Give yourself permission to let the shoulders settle, to rest. Taking a deep breath in and out, softening the face, resting the eyes, even as they close, allow them to rest. Notice any tension around the eyes, around the forehead, at the jaw. Allow the face to feel restful. So perhaps taking a few more breaths into the body, wherever you may feel engaged or tense, giving yourself permission once again to find ease, to find rest. I invite you now to become more aware of your breathing. Just notice the flow. And here again, notice any extra tension, effort in your breath. And can you allow your breath to be easeful, restful, smooth, steady, soft? Allow yourself to rest into your breath, into its natural flow and rhythm. letting go of the distractions that may come into the mind. And they will. And if they do, simply acknowledging them as distractions and shifting into the breath once again, resting into the breath. I invite you now to take your awareness further inward. Perhaps you actually rest your awareness in your heart space. Perhaps you rest your awareness at your third eye, between your eyebrows. Just allow whatever feels most comfortable to you to naturally happen. And as you take your awareness further inward, perhaps you might visualize the deep stillness within. Finding that space deep within. That space of infinite stillness, infinite peace. And if it feels out of reach, that's okay. Simply begin to imagine it. What would that look like to you? What may that feel like to you? Conjure up that feeling of deep stillness, deep peacefulness, deep rest. Allowing yourself to let go of anything you may be holding on to that may be restricting you from tapping in, from connecting to that place deep within that is soft, that is strong, that is steady, that is of ease, that is peaceful, that is still, that is brave, that is true, that is love. This is you. All of that is you in that place of rest deep within. Give yourself permission to rest in that space. Continuing to allow yourself to settle over and over again in that space of quiet, of stillness, of ease, of peace. Shifting your awareness back to your breathing, taking a few nice big breaths in and out, making that little extra effort to really take in a deep, full breath and making that extra effort to sigh it out, sound it out, let it all go. Doing that a couple more times at your pace. As you do that, connecting with the physical body and noticing how the physical body feels. And bringing hands to the heart space, either in prayer or with the right hand over your heart, left hand over your right. Gently bowing your head to your own heart space. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, light, peace, and joy. And when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. We are in that place within each of us. We are at rest. We are in that place of stillness, of peace. And it's what we need to connect to regularly, giving ourselves that rest, that reminder that that peace is within, that stillness is within. And even that rest actually is a way to recharge our batteries and become more resilient in the face of whatever lies ahead, in the face of whatever is right now. And the one constant, the one unchanging thing amongst all the changes that are happening, the one unchanging thing is right here, deep inside. That place of deep rest, deep peace, deep stillness, deep love, deep joy. It's all there. So I encourage you to take the time to connect to that space, that place of rest. Give yourself rest. And also just the kind of rest where you take a nap, where you go for a walk, where you just give yourself a good night's sleep. All of those things matter as well. But also hopefully connecting to the rest deep within, to the peace, the stillness deep within. So until next time, I thank you for joining me. Be well.